Hey guys, good morning. How are we doing here? Let's go over Ethereum USD and let you guys know what we're looking at. I'm going to take this off the chart since we don't need it on here anymore. This was a trade that we took for a short. This was just showing you guys that this was an absolute win and showing you guys the setup for that. Okay, so let's go over some trade setups that I'm kind of looking at for the chart for the 4-hour setting. So we'll take this off. That was the 13th for 14th winning trade for cryptocurrency. We've called with the indicators, specifically the indicators, the momentum lines, the stochastic trend, the trend meter, the support resistance, the rise coming and drop coming indicators. Okay, so those are the main indicators that we're using to make these calls. Let's get into the 4-hour and show you guys what I'm looking at as far as the trade setup. I just came out with a video for BTC USD, so Bitcoin versus the dollar, possible trade setups. I want to show you guys this here. We're creating somewhat of a spinning top here at the moment on the daily candle, where you can see that the body is in the middle and we have basically equal top range and equal bottom range of the top wick and the bottom wick of the daily candle. Okay, now it obviously hasn't closed, so this isn't a confirmed, spinning top. But take a look at this over here. This is definitely a confirmed pin bar up here. This is what's called a bearish pin bar. This has majority of basically the price, so the open and the close, with a high bar up at the top, which is basically the top of the wick. So this is giving us signs that we could be heading down further. This is going back and forth in a tug-of-war action, and we're getting to this place, what I call a pressure point, and things are going to happen very quickly here. You will probably see another move like this on this candle, or a move like this within this week, okay? So I want to show you guys a couple trade setups that I'm kind of looking at here as far as entries for long and short positions. We can see that the rise coming is clearly put on the chart here, and we saw a rise here and it's been taken off. So technically, because of this 4-hour time frame, we could see this being a nice move up and then a move down. We can see on the Maritn Stochastic Trend that we are getting a great place for a green below red with a red background. Momentum lines are heading down, and we just now got confirmation of a green, two red bars here on the bottom. So although we've headed down so far, the only thing that concerns me a little bit about this for a short is that we have a support so close. So here is a setup that you guys can look at as far as a short position. If you guys want to get into this, I would want to see this break first. I want to see this break down below this wedge here and get below here before we enter it, or else it could come here and the bulls could just push this up very quickly, because it's hard to tell where we're at. We're so low. Does this make sense, guys? We're so low at the price that for it to go lower, the market's going to lose some sentiment. Like when I mean sentiment, it's like pretty much, it's like hope. This is the lowest support line we have for Ethereum within over 2 years. Like this is even lower than this support here that we hit a long time ago. So for it to go down any further is going to be risky, but I do think we can get a little bit of profit out of here. So here's what I would like to just propose on here for this trade. So an entry right about here. And then I would be looking at definitely taking profits before, guys, remember, before we have the support hit. Because a lot of times what will happen is bots will get in here and they'll trigger their sells or their stop losses right here, and it'll bounce the price up very quickly. So you want to make sure you're getting out of those. Okay, so here is, let me set this up here for a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. It's a little bit smaller here. Right about here. Okay, so I want to see this breakdown. Okay, I want to see a breakdown, and then we can head even lower. If you want to get more, less, I don't want to say like more risky, but you can actually come in here and place it right now if you want for a short. I would like to see this actually break down because it hasn't really got confirmation of a break of this trend line. So I'd want to see a break here first, and then that's where I'd be looking for the short. So that's what I'm looking at as far as a short trade. A long trade, let's come out here and look at this. For this, I would be looking at, I want to make sure we cross above this place right about here. So see where this is a structure high. So this is a low, this is a high going to a low. This is what's called the structure high right here at this wick. And if we can just get a little bit higher than that, so right about here, then that's where I'd feel comfortable trying to go for a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio and just trying to get up to the back of the top up here. So let's come in here and then move this 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio in here, which is right about there. Okay, let's move this over. And that is the trades, those are the trade setups I'm looking at. So if you guys start to see this heading back up, then you can enter your market orders for a long. If you guys start to see this head down, you can enter those. If you feel very comfortable based off your analysis and the momentum line's heading down, the green below red, that we're due for a drop, then just go ahead and enter in the market orders right now for the short. That would be at 171.34, and then also up here at 176.55 for a long, and then obviously for the other one for a short. Because I do think we still have room to go down. Think of this. The idea behind this crash here, let's go back to the daily for this, is that a lot of the big boys ended up exiting their money out of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and Ethereum, in order to pay taxes in April, okay? So let's just go with that. I don't know if it's 100% true, but let's just go with that theory. If that is true, then why would the big boys come in here and move this back up for them to gain more in order for them to just have to dump it again in order to pay their taxes? If that theory is correct, which it actually more than I thought news sources are actually coming out and saying that, then why would you want the price to go back up and then just to dip it back down? If I were the big boys, I would not want to see any type of price move up. I would want to see, if anything, parallel line here or a flat line or a move down, so I'm not feeling like I missed out on any extra gains. That makes sense, guys. Those big guys that have been holding for a while, they exit their positions, they just drop that price. Retail traders follow along because they're getting pings on their phones. Everybody drops the price, and then we start seeing some type of equilibrium here. And then this is where I think we can see, we might see a little bit of move up, but I think what we're going to see from now until the rest of the month, so I'm talking about November, is kind of just some up and down patterns right here. I don't think we're going to see any type of bars like this anytime soon where it's just going to shoot back up or shoot down. I think it's going to do a lot of this up and down. So what we're going to try to do is just play the quick up and down movements. And that's all you guys have to do over and over again. This is how we're 13 for 14 winning trades right now in cryptocurrency that we called on this channel, is because we go for very, very quick profits in here. So that's the update I've got for you guys. Looking good on the chart. For the daily, we do look like we're due for a move up here. So that's why we've got a long position set. Then you guys go to the 4 hour. We look like we're perfectly set for a short. So that's why I have both in here. And all you guys need to do, questions I might get, well, how do I know which one to enter into? Look for where the price breaks the ascending and descending wedge of the sideways triangle. So that this is the top ascending. This is the top descending. And this is the bottom ascending line. And once this price comes above here and possibly closes, that's where I would go for long. If this comes down here and closes below here or gets very close to this price again, that's where I would look for your short. Very simple to manage. It's on the 4 hour. You're not having to worry about, going to bed, and you guys will see this move most likely before the end of the day where this is set up. So have a go, guys. That's what I wanted to come show you guys. And if you guys want these indicators, you just need to come on to TradingView as you already are, and then scroll down to the bottom and go to the section where it shows all the indicators. Got little pictures down there for you guys. The momentum lines, the Maritn Stochastic Trend, and the trend meter, support and resistance, and the rise and drop indicators. Those are the ones that are creating all of these testimonials that I'm sharing with you guys. Also the Maritn Trend Trader. I've got messages of people doing $56,000 within 2 months with the Maritn Trend Trader, $3,000 in a few days with the Maritn Trend Trader, $14,000 less than 7 days with the Maritn Trend Trader. Great indicator. I'm also getting people doing $3,300 in 3 days, around $1,000 a day with the momentum lines, the stochastic trend, and the trend meter, and the rise and support, the rise indicators, and the drop indicators. So obviously they have a lot of validity to them, and then I'm just going to keep coming out with trades for you guys. I also did a video yesterday showing you some trade setups for Forex. Some of you guys are just sending me your setups through TradingView messages like, hey Travis, what does this look like for a setup? I love when you guys send those to me. It helps me educate you better. And so if you want to send me your trade setups, that's okay. Please, I just ask this one kind favor that you keep them possibly conservative. So maybe 1 to 2, 3 setups max per message, just so we can get enough, so I can help everybody. So have a good one, guys. Snag these indicators in the link in the description, and let's see what happens here, and let's see if we can get these triggered and get some profits here by the end of the week. All right, guys, have a good one. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Get those indicators. I'll get them on your chart today, and we can all start trading together. Have a good one. Bye-bye.